So we're here. We are live. That was a bit of an issue with my phone, for those who don't know. The Jammer Hammer Hi. Hello. Hopefully everyone else got that message and comes over to this stream. Just couldn't work out how to stream on my laptop after setting it up on my phone. I am back. Yes, Angelina, I'm back. Annoyed Whitstable lost and Runcorn lost late. Yeah, but we've still got Malden and Tiptree, so we've got one of the 8th tier teams left. I really can't wait for this draw. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm just going to put a little community note on my YouTube just to let people know that there is a new stream, and then I will get this one up and running. Tony's here, the Footy Channel Groundhopper. Hi, Tony. How are we doing? I'm not as slick at this as you are. So, who do we want in the FA Cup for those who have got teams participating in it? I know Tony's got an attachment to Malden and Tiptree. Rovers against Malden and Tiptree. That would be a good draw. I'd imagine they would take that one as well. I'd imagine they'd take it. Paul Hazeldine. Hi, Paul. Good to see you on the stream. Says, how are you? Bewdley Town doing really good so far, top of the league. Yeah, I saw that. That's brilliant. And I saw the massive win that the was it the under 18s or under 21s had? 12-0, was it? That's amazing. And for anyone watching the stream, if you do ground hop, I know the Footy channel is a ground hopper as well. You might not have seen his channel. I haven't seen him on one of my lives before, but go and subscribe to the Footy channel ground hopper as well. Fantastic channel. Does the same as me, but in different areas to me. If anyone does do ground hopping, Bewdley Town is a fantastic club. It's a really good club. I was there and they snatched a 95th minute winner against Redditch Borough. Edward says, I can't wait for this draw. No, me neither. I mean, the tie I don't want, I really don't want Exeter to play Hemel Hempstead, because that would have been Hereford's ball, Hemel Hempstead. I'm just loading up TNT Sports on my TV so I can watch it as well. Percy in the chat. Hi, Walsall fan here, hoping for one of the non-league teams away. Yeah, which any in particular? And how do you think Walsall are going to do this season after they, let's face it, they threw that lead away last season, didn't they? Threw it away. I can't wait for the draw. It's always better when your own team's in it, and obviously Hereford were knocked out in the third qualifying round at home after a replay at Hemel. We lost 3-0 at home to Hemel Hempstead Town, which was awful. I've got the TNT Sports stream on in the background now. Paul Hazeldine says, I'd like to see Weston-super-Mare against Fleetwood. Didn't Weston-super-Mare get a good tie last season as well? They got Bristol Rovers away, didn't they? Oh, Daniel Mallet is an Exeter City fan. It's great to have an Exeter City fan in here. I am coming down your way to watch the Devon Derby next Thursday. Got a ticket, and I've not tried out the Big Bank yet, so I will be in the Big Bank for the first time ever for Exeter Plymouth. I'm going to stop watching football forever if Exeter get Hemel Hempstead, because I was saying to Scott, your media man at Exeter, that I really want Hereford against Exeter in the FA Cup. Hemel Hempstead's ball, I wrote some ball numbers down actually. I think it's number 75 or something. So the ball numbers I'm looking out for in this draw, we've got ball 3, which is Barnet. And the reason I've highlighted them is because this is the team I was following at this stage last season. Of course, I hadn't discovered Exeter City by this point. So we've got Barnet at number 3. Of course, ball 20 is Exeter City. I will be following because if you don't get a tie that's miles away, say Truro, then we'll be coming back to see you then as well. Ball 37 is Port Vale because I've got a close friend who's a Port Vale fan, and I go to Vale Park quite a lot. And then I've been following the Road to Wembley path. If I had followed it this season, and path 1 would take me to ball 50, which is Macclesfield, or path 2 would have taken me to ball 60, which is Spennymoor Town. We've got ball, is that, my writing's terrible, ball 64, Malden and Tiptree are the lowest ranked side left. And then ball 75 is Hemel Hempstead Town. No disrespect to any Hemel Hempstead Town fans, but they knocked Hereford out, so I'm hoping they get the worst draw possible. If they get a big draw, I'm going to be devastated that we missed out on that. So those are the ball numbers I'm looking out for. We haven't got long now until the FA Cup draw. I think there's only 20 minutes or so before we see this draw. So let's have a look at some of these chats then. Lots of comments in the chats. Thanks for engaging, guys. The Jammer Hammer would like to see Chatham against Cardiff. James Boyle is a Boston United fan. We did so bad. Boston lost 5-2 against Carlisle, so hopefully Carlisle will get a hard draw. I don't think many teams are going to want to go to Carlisle. The Jammer Hammer ends school next Wednesday. Brilliant. Good to hear. I hated school. Daniel Mallet says it'll be busy. Yeah, we got hospitality because it was the first round against Barnet. Then in the second round, I wanted to sample the Adam Stansfield stand because Adam Stansfield played for Hereford before he played for Exeter. Then in the third round, we did hospitality again because it was my birthday weekend. And in the fourth round, the club invited us over to watch it with them. So we were going to go in the big bank, but we couldn't turn down the club's amazing offer. Percy says, AFC Telford for Walsall, please. Is that a new ground for you, Percy, or is it just a tie that you feel is winnable? Telford are looking so good in the Cup. They're not looking so good in the league, but they're looking very strong in the Cup. 6-0 away at Darlington. FIFA Bros, who do you think Chesterfield will have? Didn't they get a non-league team at this stage last season? Didn't they get, I can't remember who they got. Was it Hornchurch or something they got last time? Spenny fan Chris, good to have you on the stream. So nervous as a Spennymoor fan as who we get in the draw. The trouble is I think with those northern clubs is you don't want anyone majorly southern, do you? Like if you get Exeter away, that's like a whole weekend's worth of travel. Walsall versus Macclesfield would be good. Macclesfield Crew. James Boyle, what do you think with Gainsborough v Hartlepool game and the replay tomorrow? I hope Gainsborough wins so I can get a good game in the first round. I think a lot of it has to do with what happens today. I think if Gainsborough are to get a potentially big tie, I think they'll be well up for it. Whereas if it's, I mean, they'll be well up for it either way. But I think if they get a big draw, there's a potential that it'll raise their game even more. But Hartlepool away is a really tough place to go. FIFA Bros, Chesterfield v Mansfield again, please. Oh, do you play in the League Cup? That'd be great. Crew against Hemel Hempstead. Yeah, I'd take that because Crew away is not a nice place to go. Edward says he wants to see Luton against Huddersfield. There's going to be some good ties. I hope that the lower ranked sides, so we've got Malden and Tiptree and Chatham Town, are the lowest ranked sides that are guaranteed to be playing in the first round. But of course, we do have another guaranteed 7th tier side. We just don't know who it is yet, which is Banbury United against St Albans City. That's a good point, actually, FIFA Bros. I'm going to just get the ball numbers up. Just going to get the ball numbers up. Cape Verde have qualified for the World Cup. Are you winding me up, or is that real? Have Cape Verde actually qualified for the World Cup? Let's take a look at these ball numbers. And I'll go through them in a second. So here are the... Let's have a look. Cape Verde winning 2-0 looks like it. Is it a playoff or something today then, is it? When Slough gets selected, I will scream. Just had to finish my tea before it goes cold. Right, so these ball numbers then. Number 1 is Accrington Stanley. AFC Wimbledon 2. Barnet 3. Barnsley 4. Barrow 5. Blackpool 6. Bolton 7. Bradford 8. Bristol Rovers 9. One of you in the chat's going to be very interested in that one. Bromley 10. Burton 11. Cambridge 12. Cardiff City 13. Cheltenham 14. Chesterfield 15. Colchester 16. Crawley 17. Crewe 18. 19 is Doncaster Rovers. 20 I'm going to be looking out for is, of course, Exeter City. 21 Fleetwood. 22 Gillingham. 23 is Carabao Cup giant killers Grimsby Town. 24 Harrogate. We've got 25 Huddersfield. Orient to 26. Lincoln at 27. Luton at 28. Mansfield Town 29. MK Dons at 30. Newport 31. Northampton 32. Notts County. That's of interest to me because obviously it's the closest one to me. Notts County of ball 33. Oldham Athletic 34. Peterborough 35. Plymouth 36. Port Vale is one I'm going to be looking out for. That's ball 37. We've got Reading 38. Rotherham 39, Salford 40, Shrewsbury 41, Stevenage 42, Stockport 43, Swindon 44, Tranmere 45. We've got Walsall 46, Wigan 47, and Wickham 48. So any ball number above 48 lands on a non-league team. So ball 49 is Telford United. Ball 50, Macclesfield, which would, of course, be my road to Wembley path number 1, had I followed it this season. Gainsborough or Hartlepool are ball 51. Carlisle are 52. York 53. Buxton 54. We've got an interesting one. Morecambe or Chester is 55. South Shields 56. Tamworth, last year's giant killers, Tamworth 57. Scunthorpe 58. Gateshead 59. And Spennymoor 60. Imagine if those two get drawn together. Gateshead against Spennymoor would be a hell of a tie. FC Halifax Town 61. This is what I'm looking out for. Altrincham or Harbour Town, ball 62. Nobody's going to want to get Harbour Town away, potentially, if they win the replay. And I think they will win the replay. 63, the teams haven't played yet because it's obviously on TNT Sports. After the draw is Worthing or Forest Green. 64 is the lowest ranked side, Maldon and Tiptree. 65 is Woking or Brackley Town. 66, Wealdstone. 67, we know who 67 is, Slough Town. 68, Boreham Wood. Now, Boreham Wood's one that I'm considering because I keep getting people in the chat say I need to go and visit Boreham Wood. So if Exeter get a horrible tie and Boreham Wood get a really good home tie, then you might see me at Boreham Wood. If you're in the chat, guys, do me a favour and hit that like button. It really does help this channel be seen. Ball 69 is Eastleigh. Ball 70 is Southend United. 71 is Ebbsfleet United. 72 Braintree Town. 73 is Chatham Town. 74 Weston-super-Mare. 75 I don't really want to talk about. It's Hemel Hempstead Town, who obviously knocked us out. 76 Banbury United or St Albans City. 77 Chelmsford City. 78 is AFC Totton or Truro City. 79 Aldershot Town. And the last one, number 80, is Farnham Town or Sutton United. So those are the ball numbers. Please don't let me repeat those because that's a lot of numbers to be repeating. How many teams are in this round? So there are 80 teams and 40 ties. and there's 32 non-league sides. When the replays are done, I will be making a guide to all 32 non-league sides that have qualified for this season's FA Cup. I'm going to be looking at their league positions. I'm going to be looking at them lowest to highest ranked. And yeah, I'll be doing a little feature on all of them. So what do we think then? What do we think of this draw? If it's Hemel Hempstead Town against Exeter or Port Vale, I am not going to be happy. Let's have a look at some of these comments then, guys. There are so many comments. There's 42 of you on the live. I'm really impressed with that. Thank you all so much for coming in. But I've only got 6 likes. Come on, we can do something about that. So, Gateshead's 59. Let's have a look. I hope Slough and Eastleigh get drawn against each other. Farnham was so close to going through on Saturday. Yes, they were. They were so close. I was at Alvechurch on Saturday, and I saw the last part of the game, and I saw the goal Sutton go in. Slough Eastleigh because ball numbers 67 and 69. Paul Hazeldine says, looking forward to seeing you back down at Ribbersford Meadows before the end of the season. Players really enjoyed the video. Thanks. I'm glad the players saw the video. And it was Bewdley's a lovely club, and what a performance that was. Those of you who have a cat know that they like to come along at the most awkward times. So I'm just going to open the door to let my cat out. Go on then. There we go. For the last 10 minutes or so, my cat has been meowing at the door. I don't know if you can hear it on the stream, but it's been distracting. Stat27 says, I've just joined. Is anyone doing the road to Wembley? I'm now on the winner of Banbury or St Albans. I did it last season. I'm not doing it this season, but I am tracking where I would have ended up. I would really like to know, where have you been so far and where did you start? Please put that in the chat because I love stuff like this. But also, Banbury United messed up my plans tonight because I was meant to be at Barwell and their opponents were, of course, Banbury United. So that's down at St Albans, isn't it, tomorrow? Is Merthyr Town in this round? No, Merthyr got knocked out. Spennymoor face Merthyr Town in the National League North this weekend. Angelina says, is he not interested in football then? No, if you own a cat, you know that they're uninterested all day when you're not doing anything. And then as soon as you do actually do anything important, that's when they decide they want your attention. So I hadn't seen my cats all afternoon. And as soon as I start the live stream, one of them comes down. One of them's in, one of them's out. So you'll probably see the other one clambering all over me shortly. But one of them is outside now. I cannot wait for this draw. Kai29 Footy says, I'm a Buxton fan. I was at Buxton earlier this season. There's a reaction video of me on my channel celebrating Hereford's 2-1 victory at Buxton. I think my mate caught me celebrating the second goal. This is what I want. Stat27. I've started in Mangotsfield, Bristol, and got Banbury second match. So followed them to Chasetown, Leiston. Oh, Leiston's a long way. 5 hours each way. And then home game on Saturday. So you've had Banbury for quite a long time then. Paul Hazeldine, I put the video link in the first team chat. They enjoyed it and said my interview was great. Last minute limbs and night to remember. Brilliant, Paul. Thank you. Thank you for promoting that video. If any of you do ground hop, you do need to get down to Ribbersford Meadows, Bewdley Town. And if it wasn't for Paul in the chat, I may not have actually ever gone down to Bewdley Town. I got a message off Paul to say come down, and it was a fantastic club. Kai Footy wants Truro away. That's a long one, Truro away. 6 to 7 hour journey. Eastleigh edits. I'm an Eastleigh fan hoping for a big club home or away. James Boyle says, love your FA Cup videos you've done. Keep it up. Also, hope Notts County have a good draw myself and don't know if I'll do an FA Cup match for my channel. You should. Yeah, you should. Kai Footy says, score a 90-plus second minute goal against Runcorn Linnets. Yeah, you spoiled the party, didn't you, with Runcorn Linnets being one of the lowest sides ranked. I'm a Hereford supporter, for those who don't know. We got knocked out in the previous round by Hemel Hempstead Town, who then, to be fair to them, they went on to beat Yeovil Town. So we can't really complain too much. Daniel Barber says, Malden fan here. Wow, Malden and Tiptree. I really hope you get a brilliant draw today. Who do you want as a Malden and Tiptree fan? We've got 50 people watching the stream. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Kai Footy says, which team do you support? I am a Hereford fan. Hillgate Towers says, I'm a Stockport fan. So I guess as a Stockport fan, the question is, do you want to avoid these lower league sides that are in the competition? Not many of the Football League clubs actually want to go to a lower league side. So these are the ball numbers I've picked up on. And I'll tell you why. Tommy Play says, are you watching the live then telling us the draws? Yes. So I'll be watching it on my TV in front of me. Obviously, I can't put the draw on screen for obvious reasons. I'll get copyright. So I'm going to be basically telling you the draw. Hillgate Towers wants anyone at home. Same league as Buxton. How many grounds have you done in the National League North? On my channel, it is just Hereford and Buxton, I believe. But I've been to a fair few of them before I had my channel. I've been to Telford. I've been to Kidderminster, Macclesfield. Let me just check. I'm going to load up my Footballogy app and have a look. The way I've done my ground hopping journey is I have, if I've done a vlog on it, I count it as a ground hop. If I haven't made a vlog, then the ground needs to be revisited. Daniel Barber wants a home game with a League One team. Yeah, it'd be amazing. Didn't Malden and Tiptree make it all the way to the second round a few seasons ago? Non-League James Boyle says, what do you think for Forest Green tonight? To be honest, I can't see anything other than Forest Green winning that tie. Lawrence says, come on, Harbour Town. I'm hoping Harbour Town win the replay tomorrow. I'm also hoping Harbour Town get a good draw because they treated me so well. I'm actually at Harbour Town on Saturday. I'm going to the Harbour Bromsgrove game on Saturday. I tried watching the FA Cup stream, but it said not available in your country. Well, that would kind of hinder things, wouldn't it, if that happens to me? Yeah, they beat Leyton Orient. Accrington Stanley v Harbour Town. Must have done Cardiff. I did Cardiff years ago when they were at Ninian Park. I haven't done, because I don't live in Hereford. I live in Nottingham. I've lived here for 15 years, but Hereford's my hometown town. Slushy says, are you going to a Stratford game soon? You know what? I've planned in all of the games for my Southern League Premier Series, and Stratford is the one that a game got rearranged. So Stratford I still need to arrange. So it's saying on YouTube, TNT Sports is live in 8 minutes. So it looks like it's going to work for me. People saying the FA Cup draw won't work starts kind of worrying me, really, considering I'm going to stream it on here. So the answer is yes, I will be going to a Stratford game soon. It'll probably be towards the end of the season, though, as it's one club that I still need to squeeze in. The next ground I'm going to in my Southern League series is Stamford on Tuesday. I am technically going to Harbour on Saturday, but I've already ranked their ground, so it won't be part of the series. Lawrence says, come on, Harbour. FA Cup draw doesn't work on their actual channel. I recommend going to CCFC. I do need to go to Cardiff's new ground. We've got 71 people in the chat now. Thank you, guys. Really appreciate that. It's the most I've ever had on a stream. But I'm starting to worry about what you guys are saying in the chat. It says on TNT Sports live stream that it doesn't start for 7 minutes. So I would imagine everything will work in 7 minutes time when it comes on. So I wouldn't panic too much at this point. So if Hereford were still in, I was going to say if I was a Hereford fan, I am a Hereford fan. If Hereford were in this draw, I would want Exeter City, home or away, because Exeter City treated me so well last season. Not long now till the draw. 6 minutes, it's saying on TNT Sports Channel, and we've got 80 people in the chat. Brilliant, guys. Thank you. And thank you all who have subscribed as well. I really appreciate it. Let me know who you support in the comments. Please leave a like on this stream. And not long now until the draw starts. Edwards Footy Predictions says, I've got a soft spot for Blackpool. I want them to go far. There'll be I think there'll be a target for some of these smaller clubs. I think everyone's going to want Blackpool away or Cardiff away. I think when Hereford reached the first round, it was always sort of when we got Portsmouth at home, but Sheffield Wednesday were in that draw. We wanted Sheffield Wednesday away, Portsmouth away, one of those big teams away. Everyone kind of wants those in the draw. Not long to go now. Peter Wilson says, any chances of going to Cambridgeshire for a match vlog, as there are so many good teams there? I live near Huntington. I will. I absolutely will. Absolutely will. I did do Cambridge City in pre-season, and what a nice ground that is. It's something like the FWDIP Stadium or something. The Jammer Hammer says, I hope a non-league club goes to like the 4th or 5th round, like Scunthorpe. Stat27 says, I'm an Exeter fan, glad they treated well. Lovely community club. Exeter City have been fantastic. In fact, I've bought myself an Exeter City shirt for the Devon Derby next week. Yeah, they treated me amazingly well. So I followed the FA Cup road to Wembley last season. For those who don't know, I did. I went from my local side, or one of my local sides, Hucknall Town. There are two nearer, but Carlton had a bye, so I couldn't start there. Gedling Miners Welfare didn't play in the FA Cup last season. So Hucknall Town were the local team in the draw. They lost to Bottisford. I followed Bottisford for 3 further rounds. Bromsgrove Sporting, Chelmsford City, Barnet. And at this stage, Barnet were drawn away at Exeter City. And I messaged the club. They were helpful. Exeter Barnet was one of the best FA Cup games I've ever seen. Second round, Exeter get drawn at home again. I went in the Adam Stansfield stand. We did hospitality for the first round because we'd reached the first round of the competition, so we wanted to mark the occasion. Second round was Chesterfield at home. We went in the Adam Stansfield stand. Third round was my birthday weekend, so again we did hospitality again. And the fourth round, Exeter City, Nick Hawker contacted me and invited us to come and watch it with him, the Forest game. So that Exeter City Forest game was the best matchday experience I've ever had. It was incredible. Just incredible. Jammer Hammer says, when's your birthday? It is January the 12th, and it always falls on FA Cup third round weekend. So we might potentially be going to an FA Cup third round tie and maybe doing hospitality for it. TNT Sports now says that it's 3 minutes to the draw. Is anyone else having problems with it? We have 73 people on the live stream. Really appreciate the support, guys. Really appreciate the support. And there's so many comments coming through. I am going to be focusing on the draw itself when it comes on. So if I do miss the comments during the draw, I will come back after and go through them. My favorite food is fish and chips. I love that. Peter Wilson says, favorite ground you've been to, and you can't say Hereford or Exeter. Well, if you've seen my recent matchday vlogs, I'm going to go the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Last week, we went to Italy, we went to Naples, we went to watch Napoli against Sporting in the Champions League. And that stadium doesn't look like anything special outside, but inside, wow, just such a great stadium. So I think or does it have to be a UK one? Because I think my favourite stadium has to be Napoli. Stat27 says, did you find it hard getting tickets in the later rounds? Jealous you managed Forest tickets. That was the match that convinced us to do the run. I didn't. I mean, the club sorted me out. I was so lucky that the club sorted out my Forest tickets, because I think I might have struggled. I did struggle in the later rounds, but because we got Forest and I live in Nottingham, I have a friend who helped me get the home ticket against Ipswich. I had another friend who's a season ticket holder that didn't want to go to Brighton, but he applied for his ticket and got me the Brighton ticket. And then the same friend that got me the home ticket helped me out in the semi-final. Obviously, then Forest got knocked out, and luckily someone from the Herefordshire FA applied for tickets. So, yeah, my advice would be get in contact or stay in contact with the smaller clubs, because they're the ones that can help you out. Like, they can apply for tickets for you. So I'd get in touch with, did you say it was Banbury that you're following now? If you haven't already got in touch with Banbury, get in touch with Banbury United, get to know them, see if they can apply for tickets. Yeah. Favourite UK ground then? Can't say Exeter or Hereford. That is a tough question. That is a tough question. What is my favourite UK ground? Just trying to think. I can't say Exeter or Hereford. So the City ground is a nice ground. It kind of needs a bit of an update. I think atmosphere-wise, it probably has to be the City ground. I haven't been to that many top flight and second tier grounds. So if we exclude Exeter and Hereford as well, I think I'm probably going to say Vale Park. I really like Vale Park, and I really like the atmosphere at Vale Park, especially. Edward's Footy Prediction says Craven Cottage. Edward hasn't been to St James's Park, Newcastle yet. Well, let's see what TNT Sports should be coming live any second now, it says. Let me just check the TNT Sports channel on my phone and see if they are going live yet. Still says waiting. Still says waiting on there. Is anyone else having issues with the TNT Sports one? Oh, I think it's updated. So we've got the TNT Sports channel now says that the stream is starting soon. So something is happening with it. Something's happening with the stream. Here we go. There's 16,000 people watching on that one. And I'm happy with, well, I've got over 100 people on the stream now, guys. That's incredible. Thank you. FA Cup draw is live right now. I can see it on TV on TNT. Has the draw actually started yet? So it just says it's waiting here still. Here we go. Here we go. The draw is now starting, guys. So my attention is going to come away from the live chat, and let's see. Although they do tend to faff around a lot, don't they? Let's have a look. Is the YouTube channel behind then, James? Because I haven't got them picking the balls yet. Someone just said the TV is annoying, so I've muted it now. Okay, so it looks as though the TNT Sports is a little bit behind. Let's see if it is or not. As James says, the ball is being drawn now. Okay, so this is it. We're going to go. We're going. So the balls are going into the hat now. Let's see what's happening. Here we go. We're going to draw the first ball. They do like to talk, don't they? We've got the first team is out. It is Weston-super-Mare, the first one out of the hat. Weston-super-Mare have got a home tie. And they are playing Aldershot Town. That's a great tie for them. Ball 40 is the next one out. Salford City at home. 2. It's Salford City against Lincoln City. Ball 28. Luton Town at home. Luton Town have been drawn at home to number 63, which is Luton against Worthing or Forest Green Rovers. That's a big tie for them. Big tie for them. Massive tie, that is. Robbie Savage, if he wins tonight, has got a trip to Luton Town. Next one out. 51 is a non-league team. We have Gainsborough Trinity or Hartlepool United are at home. And we've got to number 1, which is Accrington Stanley away to Gainsborough Trinity or Hartlepool United. Apologies if I am a little way behind, guys. The TNT stream appears to be a bit behind. We've got Colchester United are at home. And they are at home to MK Dons. Big one. 45 at home. Tranmere Rovers. Could that be a big one for one of these non-league clubs? Against, no, it's an all-football league one. It's Tranmere Rovers against Stockport County. 47 at home. Is that Wigan or Wycombe? It's Wigan at home. Against 75. That's a big tie for a non-league club. That's Hemel Hempstead. Oh, no. That's where we'd have gone. Hereford would have gone away to Wigan. Horrible tie. Newport County are at home. And Newport County have got a football league club. They've got 22, which is Gillingham, who we had a couple of seasons ago. They're coming at it really fast now. Cheltenham Town at home against number 8 is Bradford City. Then we've got ball number 4, Barnsley. That's a big one for number 53. Barnsley have got York City. Oh, that's a massive tie. Barnsley against York. 38. Reading. Reading have got a non-league side. It's Reading against Carlisle United. Reading against Carlisle. 10. Ball 10. So no extra or Port Vale yet. We've got Bromley are at home. Bromley are at home to Bristol Rovers. Jam a hammer in the chat. Bristol Rovers away at Bromley. 35. Another league club is Peterborough United. How amazing would this be if it's Harborough? No, it's not Harborough. It's Cardiff. Peterborough United against Cardiff City. I love the FA Cup and I love the first round draw. 34. Oldham Athletic. Boundary Park's a brilliant place to go. Oldham Athletic have got Northampton Town. And I think that's not a good tie for either club. Number 18 is Alexandra, and they play number 19. So it's Crewe Alexandra against Doncaster Rovers. 57. 57 is Tamworth. Who's going to want to go there after last year? Tamworth have got a league club. It is Tamworth against Leyton Orient, who were almost giant killers themselves last season. 42 is Stevenage. Stevenage away is going to be a horrible tie. They've got 15, which is Chesterfield. Horrible tie for Chesterfield, that one. 68. Boreham Wood. Come on, Exeter. Boreham Wood away to home to Exeter. 17. It's Boreham Wood against Crawley Town. That might be, we'll see. That might be one I'm going to go to. It might be. We'll see. 80. Number 80, Farnham Town or Sutton United. And they play 49. I believe that's Telford. Farnham Town or Sutton United against AFC Telford United. So non-league clubs playing each other. Number 7 is Bolton Wanderers are at home. Bolton Wanderers against 25 Huddersfield Town. I don't think any, other than Hemel Hempstead, I don't think any of my featured clubs have come out yet. 77. We have Chelmsford City. I went there last season when they played Bromsgrove. Chelmsford City against 72. That's an all non-league tie. It's Chelmsford against Braintree Town. Wow, what a rivalry that is. Number 60. Spennymoor Town. That would have been my road to Wembley path number 2. Spennymoor Town are at home to Barrow. Oh, they're all way up north. That's a bit of a derby, I think. 48. Got to be Wickham, hasn't it? Wickham Wanderers. Wickham Wanderers against 36. It's Wickham against Plymouth. We've still got Exeter in the draw. We've still got Port Vale in the draw. 61. FC Halifax Town against 20, which I believe is Exeter City. Halifax Town against Exeter City. I think we've just discovered where I'm going in the FA Cup. 67 is Slough Town. I don't think any of those teams have been drawn yet. No, 62. Slough have got 62, which is Altrincham or Harborough Town. I could see Harborough getting to the second round again then with that. Number 66. We've got Wealdstone at home. And 70. Home to Southend United. Big tie for them. 39 is Rotherham United. It's Rotherham against, they've got ball 44. Rotherham United against Swindon Town. 23 is Grimsby Town, Carabao Cup giant killers, Grimsby Town against 71. So they've got a non-league side, and it is Ebbsfleet United. So we're still awaiting Port Vale. 54. And that's Buxton. Buxton are at home to 73. It's a all non-league tie. Buxton against Chatham Town. We've got number 11 is Burton Albion are at home. My cat's just come to say hello. Burton Albion will play 76. Burton Albion against Banbury United or St Albans City. So the guy in the chat, you'll be going to Burton Albion in the first round. Number 65 is Woking or Brackley Town. Home tie, good home tie. Let's see if this is a good one. 33. Notts County away to Woking or Brackley Town. 6. So that's Blackpool at home, Edward. Blackpool are at home, 256. This is a big tie for one of these non-league clubs. It is Scunthorpe United away at Blackpool. Scunthorpe United away at Blackpool. So 12, Cambridge United are at home. Who's going to Cambridge? 55 is Morecambe or Chester going to Cambridge. We got 2 is AFC Wimbledon are at home. Still Port Vale in the draw. 59 is Gateshead going to Wimbledon. Gateshead headed to Wimbledon. We've got number 29, which is Mansfield Town at home. Oh, this could be a good tie. Mansfield Town are playing against 24, which is Harrogate Town. Mansfield against Harrogate Town. What's this? Number 50. So we have Macclesfield. Macclesfield are at home to Totton or Truro. All non-league side. Macclesfield against Totton or Truro. So there's 4 ties left to draw. Port Vale and Barnet are still in the draw. We've got 56, which is South Shields are at home. Malden and Tiptree still in the draw as well. 41, South Shields against Shrewsbury. Malden and Tiptree are almost guaranteed a Football League club here. 21 is Fleetwood Town. There's not many left. They'll be annoyed if they get Eastleigh. It's Fleetwood Town against number 3, which is Barnet. Port Vale, my friend who supports Vale, is not going to want Malden and Tiptree. We've got 2 ties left. Number 37, Port Vale are at home. Who are Port Vale going to get? It's Port Vale against Malden and Tiptree. Port Vale against Malden and Tiptree. What a draw for Malden. What a horrible draw for Port Vale. And the last one is Eastleigh against Walsall. Eastleigh play Walsall. So, are you happy with that, guys? What do we think of that draw? I'm going to go through them again shortly in a second. Who did Newport County get? I'm sure they're going to recap shortly. Malden and Tiptree away to Port Vale. How good of a draw is that? I remember reading it out. I can't remember who Newport County got. Edward was eating an ice cream and missed it. So let's have a look at these ties then. Sure, they're going to recap them shortly. Well, that's the stream. That's the stream done. And let's have a look and see. Could have been much worse. I think it's going to be Halifax Town against Exeter for me, because Halifax isn't that far. I went to the Shea Stadium earlier this season and it's a fantastic ground. It is a fantastic stadium. I think that's a big tie for Halifax, not a great tie for Exeter City. Joseph Ford says, hello, if still live. I am still live. How do you feel about that tie away to Halifax? Happy with that. It's winnable, isn't it? It's winnable. So let me just see if I can find these fixtures now. TNT Sports just finished the live, and then that was it. So FA Cup draw. Let's see. Will you be going to Halifax, Joseph? That's a good draw for me. That is. Let's see if I can find it here. Buzzing with Halifax away. I think let's go through these fixtures then. So I did go through them all. I think the TNT Sports live stream was behind their actual feed. So some of you might have seen the draw before I saw it and before I broadcast it. So here is the draw in full then. We've got Weston-super-Mare against Aldershot Town. We've got Luton Town against Worthing or Forest Green Rovers. Salford City against Lincoln City. We've got Gainsborough Trinity or Hartlepool United against Accrington Stanley. Home tie for Gainsborough if they win that. We've got Colchester United against MK Dons. We've got Tranmere Rovers against Stockport County. We've got Wigan Athletic against Hemel Hempstead Town, which I'm gutted about because Wigan away would have been so good for Hereford. We've got Newport County against Gillingham. Cheltenham Town against Bradford City. Just seeing Tony's live stream, and they're very happy at Maldon and Tiptree because he has a link to them now. I don't know, Vale away is a big tie, that is, for Maldon and Tiptree. So we've got Barnsley against York City, Reading against Carlisle United, Bromley against Bristol Rovers, Peterborough United v Cardiff City, Oldham against Northampton Town. We've got Tamworth against Leyton Orient. We've got Stevenage against Chesterfield, Boreham Wood against Crawley Town, Crewe Alexandra against Doncaster Rovers. It's Farnham Town or Sutton United against Telford United, Bolton Wanderers against Huddersfield Town, Chelmsford City v Braintree Town, Spennymoor Town against Barrow, Wycombe Wanderers against Plymouth, Halifax Town against Exeter City, Slough Town against Altrincham or Harbour Town, Wealdstone against Southend United, Rotherham United v Swindon Town, Burton Albion versus Banbury or St Albans, Buxton against Chatham Town, Grimsby Town against Ebbsfleet United. We've got Woking against Notts County, Blackpool against Scunthorpe United. We've got Cambridge United against Morecambe or Chester. I think that's Woking or Brackley against Notts County, actually, not just Woking. AFC Wimbledon against Gateshead, Mansfield against Harrogate Town, Macclesfield against Totton or Truro. We've got South Shields against Shrewsbury Town, Fleetwood Town v Barnet, Port Vale versus Maldon and Tiptree. And then it's still updating the last. Let's just check the BBC one because I don't think that was... Let's see. Spennymoor against Barrow. That's... How far is Barrow from Spennymoor? Is it close? Right, let's have a look and see if we can get the draw in full. So we've still got 20 people in the stream. Thank you so much for watching, guys. It's been really good. It's been really enjoyable. If I'm around, I'll do the same with the second round as well. Let's just see. BBC haven't updated yet, and that kind of TNT Sports, usually when it's on the BBC, it kind of recaps it as well at the end there. They just did the draw and cut the stream, and it was a bit behind as well. So who did Newport get? Newport were home to Gillingham. 3 hours from Barrow to Spennymoor. Hope you all enjoyed the live stream then, guys. I appreciate it was a little bit behind with TNT's stream, but hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for everyone who joined. We had over 100 people in here at one point. It was great. James Boyle says they did recap some of the ties on TV and had a chat with the people who did the draw. I realize I've actually got TNT Sports. I should have just put the TV on, but I watched it on their YouTube feed and it was a little bit behind, so it wasn't great. But at least we all saw the stream on here. I am going to end the live stream now, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Make sure you've hit the like. If you're watching and not commenting, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate it. And my next live stream will be, I'm not sure. I will announce it on my channel. I'll also try and work out how to put a live from my phone to the laptop. Joseph Ford says, I went to home game against Reading. Bit disappointing at 74. Spenny fan Chris says, thanks so much for the stream. Appreciate that. No, thank you for joining. If people didn't join my streams, there wouldn't be any point doing them. So thanks for joining, guys. I will be going to either Carlton Town or Basford United, probably with James Boyle. Most likely Basford United. Thanks for joining, and I will see you all very soon. Thank you.